For things to change, you need to change. You're not going to change by staying stuck scrolling all day. If you want to make progress towards your real dreams, join us. Let's go. Hi, I'm Adam, and this is day 106 of the 5 a.m. Squat Club, your follow-along pre-made morning routine for success. Today we've got a fantastic session, 5 steps as usual. We've got an excellent workout of snatch balances and pull-ups, but don't worry, I've got scaling options if you're new. But first, step 1, let's prime our minds. So grab yourself a counterbalance or a chair or a door frame if you need to, if the hips are feeling a little tight, because we're going to sit down in what we call our paleo chair. And this may be a little uncomfortable. You may feel like you're going to fall backwards. So hold on to something. We're going to stay here for a minute or two. I want to choose the first words that come out of me, the first thoughts that go through my mind in the morning. So I'm not chasing stimulus throughout the day. I'm active on what I want. So first thing is I am responsible. And I love this because, Jocko Willink has a book, Extreme Ownership. And that resonates with me that I don't have anybody to blame. Nobody's coming to do it for me. I'm responsible for my success. If I fail, that's on me. I need to make changes. But I'm responsible, and it takes the blame off anybody else and puts it on me, and I love that. I will make time between stimulus and response, number 2. And that's just so that my reactivity takes a back seat, and I'm able to give people a response that is calculated and not so reactive. I have all I need to succeed today and will focus on progress over perfection. This allows me to take a step every day as opposed to creating analysis paralysis by looking at the big goal, the big end dream that I have, and as a result, stopping me in my tracks. So I take a step every day. I allow myself to not be perfect. I allow myself to be a beginner and make progress and not worry about perfection, because if I do that over time, I'm going to get there. And then last one is I choose gratitude. That's a personal one for me. I am a coach. I have this default of seeing the faults, seeing the negative, seeing the things that need to be fixed, which is great as a coach, but not super great as a husband and a father. So I need to see all the positive. I need to focus on the things that are fantastic in my life. And what I'm learning is with any practice, the more you do that thing, the more that thing becomes easier, more obvious, and you see more and more positive. So I am responsible. I will make time between stimulus and response. I have all I need to succeed today and will focus on progress over perfection. I choose gratitude. And I'm going to say those every morning to myself first thing when I wake up. When I do it here, I do it with the girls later, and that is reprogramming my default thoughts. Step 2, prime the body. So we're going to get in a general warm-up here, which is coming up on the screen. And then we'll do a little bit of specific prep for our skill for the day, just so that we can get into better positions, be more efficient, more safe, effective, efficient while we're training. Then we'll get into that workout. It's going to be an EMOM as usual, 10 minutes, alternating minutes between those two. Once again, I have scaling options for anybody who is new or just getting into these movements. And then after that, we're going to get into our moments of clarity. And then maybe the most important part of this 5 a.m. Squat Club program is your homework section. So we'll continue on with the warm-up. I'm getting some hip flexor warm-up in the form of knee raises. Then I'm going to get into some good mornings. Got deadlifts at the gym yesterday, so I'm a little tight there. Then we're going to get into some lunges. And I'm just going to walk through this, so you just follow along with me. Then walk down some burpees. Oh, no, it wasn't a walk. Whew. And then just a few air squats. Feet underneath the shoulders. Knees out in line with the feet. Nice range of motion. So as we're going through the warm-up here, and if you have a different warm-up you like to do, that's fine. If you got a machine that you like to hop on, go ahead. We just want to get the blood flowing, get the joints lubricated, and then maybe hang out for the specific warm-up after. Ooh, that's feeling tight. Okay. So yeah, we'll talk about Jim Rohn a little bit, even though that's not necessarily the topic. Jim Rohn was the influences that got me starting this program. That got me getting up early. You know, I've listened to a lot of Tony Robbins. I've listened to a lot of personal development in the past. But at this point, and what you'll learn is if you're off track and you get back on track, oftentimes there's a moment or a spark that helps. And what you'll notice is that moment or that spark is only specific to that time. And if you have that moment or spark at another time, it may not have the effect. So it needs to be the right thing at the right time is what I'm saying. So I was at this place where I needed something, and I found Jim Rohn, and his words were the right words at the right time. And the takeaway concept, which I resonate with and I really like, aside from, you know, if you want things to change, you need to change, or for things to change, you must change, along with, what else does he say? I mean, he was the inspiration for getting up early. The other quote is, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. And both of those concepts just lead to, or for me at least, that life is yours. And any goals that you might have are up to you, and they're accessible if you understand what's necessary to get there. And the takeaways from him on that are that it's simple to become the person you want by doing the things that that person would do. You know, if you want to become I use a basic example here, like a piano virtuoso, you need to play the piano, right? For things to change, if I'm playing the piano and I'm at this level, but I want to be at this level, I need to change my behavior. I need to do more. I need to be more effective, more efficient with my training, with my practicing, whatever it is. But things need to change. If you continue with the same inputs, the output will be the same. Your result will be the same. So if there's something that you want to do in your life and you're not on the way there actively, you will never be there unless you start doing the thing that gets you there. You change your ways to show yourself and show the people around you that you are someone who does that thing, and you only become a person who does that thing, here's the trick, by doing that thing, right? You don't become that person first, you do the thing first. All right, let's get a little specific warm up here now. We're going to do, we're going to do some snatch balance, which is like an overhead squat drill, and some pull-ups here. So first, I'm going to grab a stick, grab yourself a broom or stick, whatever you got, and we're going to take that with a wide grip overhead and just move that around a little bit, going from overhead to slightly behind, just loosening up the shoulders a little bit so that we can get into our overhead squat. Perfect. And then we'll do a little bit of T's here. So you can hinge at the hips. We're going to come out to the sides into a T, maybe 5, and then 5 into a Y. And I'll do 2 sets of that. So we're getting the shoulders prepped. We're going to be doing some pulling as well, but we'll talk about that in a second. So first movement here is this snatch balance. I'll demo it with the stick, and I'll give you a couple other options as well. So nice wide grip once again. Bar basically sitting in the hip crease with a straight arm. You're going to put the bar on the back, and this is the movement here. I'm going to dip and drive, and then drop into an overhead squat. A lot here, so I'm going to give you a few options if this is not currently within your repertoire. So if you want to go pretty close to that and you have maybe an overhead squat, take the bar overhead, keep it overhead, press up nice and hard, and just squat. You'll notice here, I'll just give you a quick lesson, that the bar needs to stay over my feet not over my head. So I want to hinge a little bit, make sure the bar's over my feet, and then come straight down. I don't want it out in front. So option 1 there is just the overhead squat. If the overhead position makes it just too uncomfortable, an option today would be just an air squat. Or if you want to make it a little more powerful, a drop into an air squat. So those are some scaling options for the overhead squat or for the snatch balance. I'm going to end up using a barbell with a little bit of weight, so you can do that too. You know, you're going to be aiming for, 30 seconds of work. Movement number 2 is going to be a pull-up. Let me get this set. All right, so movement number 2 is going to be a pull-up. So if you have a pull-up bar, we'll talk options here first, and then I'll give you a couple options if you don't have a pull-up bar. So number 1, if you have a pull-up bar, is a pull-up. So I'm going to hang fully arms straight, feet off the ground. That's rotating. And then I'm going to take my chin over the bar if I have the space to do so without smashing my head on the ceiling. Option number 2, if that's not accessible, if you can't do that unassisted, I like this, as much as I would prefer a higher pull-up bar. It's low enough that I can use my feet. So I'm just going to keep my feet on the ground and use them to help me on the way up. If I can't get my chin fully over the bar with my feet on the ground, you can elevate the floor. You can put a book or a chair, put the feet on the ground, use them as assistance. Another option, either on a pull-up bar or on just something like a door frame. Get down low with the arms overhead with some tension and pull down on the band as a good option there. And then if you don't have a pull-up bar or a door or a band or any of those things, we can go even just with a bent over row. So you grab a dumbbell, lean it over, pull it into the chest. You're not supposed to have that, dog. So let's take a minute, get any gear set up that you got, and get your space ready, get your water, like the video, subscribe to the channel, think about who you could share this video with, who can join us, make some progress too. All right, if you are all set, warmed up, you've tried out your movements, got your gear set up, got your water, it's time. So as usual, we're gonna go 10 minutes, alternating minutes. I think minute 1, I'll go with the pull-ups, minute 2 with the snatch balance, alternating for 10, about 30 seconds of each. If it's a tougher variation, you can do a little less time. Easier variation, a little more for a little more cardio. Up to you. All right, let's do this. Pull-ups first. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. Got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit gets sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in.
Start with 5 on the pull-ups.
Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter.
I'm gonna need some chalk on the barbell.
I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks.
20 seconds.
I'm new, come back, better than last. Listen to me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Damn, I was built to last.
10.
You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts. Only I can make a
3,
change. Slowly
2,
take it. I will never be the same. 'Cause that's what it takes. 6. All right, 1 round down. So you're deciding if these are the right options.
If you need to step it up, step it down. You can make adjustments if you need. 15. 10. 5. 3, 2, 1. Now. 5 again. Maybe go 5. 2, 1, go.
Like an addict, do I gotta have it. Playing, gotta have it. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet. Lose, gotta have it till I'm glued in a casket. I ain't playing, gotta work mine. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shoot tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, I ain't a quitter. Pass me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Picture, I'm a straight killer. I'll sing a song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new.
Those require focus.
Never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. 'Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts. Only I can make a change.
10.
Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. 'Cause
5.
that's what it takes.
3, 2, 1. halfway.
And that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same.
10.
That's what it takes.
3, 2, 1. 7. 15. 10.
Let's go. Yo.
5.
Like an addict, do I gotta
3,
have it. I ain't
2,
even playing, got a really
1.
bad habit. If you lose, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm glued in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. Taste sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me down, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder.
7.
Got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. 'Cause damn, I was built to last. You move
Morning, Georgia. Have the volume off there. All right, last set. Pull-ups. 3, 2, 1. Last set.
Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a
10.
really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet.
5.
Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shoe tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I'm a quitter. Can't spin the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm gonna come back better than last. Yeah, it's a new me. Never look back. Never gonna look back. Damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. That fast. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. That's what it takes.
Great job. Walk around. Catch your breath.
I take shots to the top, I'll get it. I got one life, I'ma do all the winning. I do what's right, push it till I fall.
All right. So we're going to get into just our paleo chair to release the hips a little bit. And we'll do our moments of clarity here. So if you are new here, this is clear. This is our moments of clarity. You finished your exercise. You're not thinking about your day during that, hopefully, if it's intense enough. And now the endorphins are up. We're bringing the breathing down. And my mind is clear. So we take these few minutes now and direct ourselves towards our goal. You know, so we'll just do a quick reminder of that principle that change will not happen. And it seems so simple, but it was really a breakthrough for me that, and I feel dumb for even saying that, but understanding that if you want something to change, it's not going to happen on its own. You need to do something different. And I don't know how many people are sitting there listening to that thinking, well, duh. But at the same time, we talk about the things that we want to do in our lives, and we wait for some perfect moment, and we hope that the conditions will be right instead of just doing it, instead of making a change. You know, what I'm learning over and over and over again here is that You don't become a person by thinking about it. You don't change by thinking about where you want to be. You take steps. And you may be thinking, well, my goal's too big, my goal's too far away. I'm so not close to that goal right now. The gap seems unfathomable and unrealistic. But if you just change your mindset to change, commit to making something different, even if it's just a little bit each day, that's going to compound and it's going to end up being the difference in your life. It's going to be that thing that you were aiming for if you are continuous with your incremental change. So that's a pretty clear one. I don't know how many times I need to say that because it's simple, but it took me a while to get. I thought that I could just keep doing the same things and achieve my goal, but it wasn't making any progress towards it. So I need to change. So on that note, step 5 of the 5 a.m. squat club is your homework. It might be the most important part. So we've gotten up early. We've won the morning already, right? But now what you want to do is turn this into your lifestyle. You want to turn this into the vehicle for getting you to your long-term dreams, your long-term goals. And what that takes is focused attention, focused work. So the homework section, what we do now, and I'm going to come up with a better name for that, is we sit down and we make progress. You write your book, you read a book, you work on your skill that you're learning. Whatever it is, whatever the thing is that's going to take you to the next level in your life, whatever your goal is, you need to work on it now, right? This is just half of it. Now I'm a physically healthier person. I'm developing discipline, getting up early, not pressing snooze, doing this and improving my body. But if I want to show my girls that this life is up to them and to choose the path, and any path is accessible as long as you do the work, that's what I have to do now. I have to set that example. So sit down, do your homework, make progress towards your goals. Just a bite-sized chunk, because we're going to do this every day, and those bite-sized chunks are going to become a fucking meal, a feast. They're going to become your dream. So let's go. We are live Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. But we're here every day. There's no excuse if you want to level up. Let's go. I love you guys. Like, subscribe, comment, share, do all that stuff, but more importantly, show up. Right? Value what you are doing for yourself. Let's make progress. Let's go, 5 a.m. squat club. Good morning. Good morning, beauty. Look at the stars up there. Go get after it, team. Have a fantastic day. Let's go.